perilous landscape. The future is in peril. What the world needs is a shining hope, bringing the music back to life. One dance floor at a time. DJ Infinity.
Welcome to the G-Cast. I'm the G of the cast, your favorite girl dad, the most nervous host with the most. Let's see what's going on in the world this week. What up, what up, what up? What's happening, people? How y'all doing? Hopefully you're having a good, what is today, Friday? So hopefully it's a good Friday for everybody. You got some time off, family, friends, whatever y'all get into. So you should also notice that we are fully in 4K. So you should have hopefully seen the previous episode where I was working on the conversion, working on cleaning up the background. Still got a little bit of things to figure out, but we are here. We're back. We're fully in 4K. Should be nice and bright audio, etc., etc. Anyway, let's not waste any time. The whole thing was about basically the DJI mic compared to the SM7dB. So right now I got Amazon up in the corner. The DJI mic right now is a damn good deal. Actually, I might get another one just because it's about $80 on Amazon. The SM7dB right now on Amazon is $550. This is the SM7dB. It's the DB version means that it's basically got its own preamp. So for anybody that's used these, they need different things like a cloud lifter, or they take a ridiculous amount of gain. So with that being said, one of the things I wanted to compare was, do they compare at all? Could a sub $100 mic beat a $500, almost $600 mic? Here's your answer. Yes. Yes, they can. That mic was just sitting there. We're on the DJI Mic Mini right now, which also works with phones. It works with a whole bunch of things. So let's get into it. We'll make it a quick one, because it is what it is. It's Friday. I'm just happy to be here above ground, hanging out with my people. I also want to send a shout out to the Dominican Republic, República Dominica. ¿Qué onda, mi gente? Because I noticed a lot of y'all are watching from there, which is dope. I've been there before and I want to go back. I might not come back to this crazy ass country that I live in, which is, they call it United States, but it ain't that united right now. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So we're going to look at my overhead. This is how the this is how the Mic Mini comes. So there's a couple different variants. This one has 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. They are small as hell. Like, you see it on me. This is what it looks like. So my hands aren't like giant man palms, but this is kind of what it looks like. That is the Mic Mini, which has a magnet on the back, so you can flip it inside or out. It's the same thing as this right here. It came with 2 of them, which means you could either do 2 people or you could do like backup tracks. So that's kind of how that works. So we'll get rid of that. Don't need it. This is SM7dB. This thing has some weight to it. It takes a lot to make it work. Now, don't get me wrong. It's definitely a studio mic. And a small fun fact that a lot of people might not realize, that Michael Jackson actually recorded on this. So if you're an MK fan, maybe this is something to look into. So that's kind of what that is. So I'll go over a couple specs. You can hear me speaking right now. Hopefully it's nice and crispy for everybody, and we'll kind of go from there. But let me go over her. So basically that's what we're comparing. And if you see me look to the side, like I've said in previous videos, if you haven't seen them, I keep a little notepad. Like, I know some streamers have a phone, some read off a script, some whatever. I don't. I kind of wish I did, but I'm just not good at that. That's just what it is. So we'll do it this way. Basically, this is a studio broadcast mic, the SM7dB, which I just showed you, the big boy. This is the SM7dB right here, which is behind my screen. This is it. And this is not something you just take with you. I mean, you could, but I can't afford to lose it. I don't know about y'all. Not to mention what it takes to run it. It takes 48 volt phantom, etc., etc. So the question is this. One is a broadcast mic. The other one's ultra portable wireless lav. So this is considered a lavalier. And also it will plug directly into your phone, your Osmo Pocket, whatever else you use, because it's got a it's got a USB that comes out of the receiver if you want to do it that way. So basically the payoff is which one fits your content, or which one do you need, or do you need both? I mean, some people have both. I didn't start off like this, so I do have both, but that's not how I started, and it's not necessarily cheap. It can be, but it's not necessarily. Excuse me. So let me get a little music and we'll get into this real quick. So what are they? Basically a modernized version of the SM7B. The SM7B is the one that does not have the built-in preamp or cloud lifter or whatever you want to call it. I think there's a firecracker or something that goes in line. It takes a lot of gain, and it's not something you can just plug into your phone or your portable recorder. You can't plug it into your camera and just go. So like I said, it's got the built-in preamp. It's designed for studio work, narration, content creators. A lot of the people you know for like cartoons and stuff, a lot of them use something like that. It's known for being warm, like a warm broadcast tone. Then the Mic Mini, told you it was pretty much compact. You can use it for vlogging, interviews, street interviews, stuff like that. Speed, portability. It's super simple. Like if I wasn't using it right now, I'd pull the receiver out, but the receiver's only about that big. But it's actually plugged in because that's what we're using. So yeah, it's designed to just get up and go. So the SM7dB, Studio King, like hands down. There's other mics that are in the thousands, which that's great for certain studios, but for most common normal people with normal budgets that might even be paying for stuff by themselves, I don't know too many people with a multi-$1,000 mic that aren't recording artists like consistently. So yeah, this one, like I said, built-in preamp. It's great for noise rejection. Like my dog was barking earlier and you probably couldn't have heard it, but that's because I'm on this. Gives you that radio host kind of sound. So a lot of people watch like podcasts, stuff like that. That's what they're using. They usually hang it. It's the same mic. I just put a blue thing on it because I like blue. So that's just the little wind cover deal. So the Mic Mini, it's crisp, it's mobile, it's clear, it's lightweight, it's tuned for vocals. It's just real simple. It's not as warm though, and it doesn't shine like that does. And what I mean by that is I got some videos coming up that are more, how would you say, more on the street, more not in the studio. Those, you'll be able to tell a difference. But right now, for where we're at, it should be fine. It's great for like natural dialogue, stuff like that, interviews. So there's presence and fullness on the DB. There's clarity and mobility on this little Mic Mini. And it's cheap. Like anybody that's going to start doing something like this for less than $100 for this kind of sound for a known company, I rock with it. I recommend it. So like I said, the DB, talking head reviews, podcast voiceovers, some of your favorite comedians use this. Some of the people that do cartoons and stuff use it. It's designed for a controlled room because it can pick up anything if you have it set right. The Mic Mini though, on the street, events, traveling, and if you do have like an Osmo Pocket or anything else that's DJI, it will actually sync directly to it. You don't even need the receiver. Some people don't realize that as well. Like tech content, if I was out DJing or something, I could clip this on and keep it pushing. You can set up in seconds. You don't need a bunch of gear or nothing. Literally your camera, this mic, because you can Bluetooth it also. So the DB the SM7dB, that requires a boom arm plus an interface. Like I was saying, for the 48 volt, you're not going to get that off of a phone or anything. So like right now, this arm that it's on, you can only see half of it because it's a decent size arm and it's a low rise arm, but it's kind of how it works. But once you set it up, it works. Preamps keep it clean. There's some settings on the back because it's a newer version, so you can actually change like how your voice, you can kind of take some of the bass out. Like I know my voice is not the most tinny, so you could actually lower some of that if you wanted to. But it's great for a long term in recording. It's great for just put it there and leave it and be done. So the Mic Mini, open it, it pairs, clip, record, boom, go, done. It's rechargeable. It charges off a USB-C. Doesn't need any auxiliary power, nothing like that. And then as far as form factor, like this thing is a tank. Like, let me get rid of this box. Look at, this is my hand. I'm 5'10", not the biggest dude, not the smallest dude. It's bigger than my hand, and it probably weighs close to a pound. Awesome freaking mic, don't get me wrong, but it's not small. And it's like I said, you need a decent type of arm to actually use it. If you put it on a cheap scissor lift stand, it will probably slowly fall down. The Mic Mini, here, in comparison, I didn't change camera angles, nothing. That's the Mic Mini, that little dot. This is an iPhone 15 Pro Max for a size comparison. I know it's not in focus, but you can see for size. You could probably put 10 of these across that. That's how small this really is. Worth every penny. And you can actually flip it around backwards too, so you don't even see this much. I just haven't tried it, and I didn't want to try it going on here. And it's lightweight, like I said. So the SM7dB, this big monster right here, built-in preamp. That's what the DB stands for. It's got a plus 18 and a plus 28 boost, which runs off that 48 volt power. So if you don't have a preamp, it's not going to work for you. And then there's a presence boost where with the low cut, like I was saying, for like deep voices, stuff like that. Plus the tone. Everybody knows the tone. Like if you watch Joe Rogan, like I'm not a big fan, but he's a really, really well-known podcaster. He uses that mic. But as far as the Mic Mini, the wireless connection is very reliable. I could walk probably down the hallway and around the corner and still connect. And the receiver is dual channel, so I could turn this one on plus the one that I'm wearing, and they both work. Which means you can also do safety track. So what a safety track is one of them is higher than the other one as far as like recording. If I clip this, I still have a backup track. That's basically what that is. And then it comes with wind muffs. Some people call it a dead cat, which, you know, I'm not a cat person, so I don't mind saying dead cat, but it basically comes in a pouch like this. There's two different options. You can get a case that charges it as well. But if you look in here, this is basically what a dead cat is. It clips onto the top with, there's very, like you see the very small holes, maybe, because they're really small. That's for wind noise. So you're outside and you got some wind, clip that on, done, ready to go. It also comes with a cold shoe mount. So for people that do photography, stuff like that, you slide it into where your, basically where your flash would go, which is a hot shoe, but it doesn't use power. So they call it a cold shoe. So you can do it that way. So as you see, I'm doing a demo right now. I'm on it. I can flip to the SM7dB. Here, let's try this. I just thought of this like last second. Check, check. This is the SM7dB. So you see how it's a little warmer, fuller, richer. But for something that costs almost 6 times as much, I would expect it to. So we are on it right now. Hopefully I still sound decent. Like I look at my levels and we seem all right. So basically, what should you choose? Like, do you like this one? Do you like the other one? Or both? Just depends on your style of content creation. For a lot of people starting out, I would absolutely get this. I wish this existed when I started. But the version that existed before was 10 times the size and more than 2.5 times the price. So let me switch back. Now we are back on to the Mini. Nothing wrong with it. different sound. I mean, it can't possibly have that same warmth and be like, look at the size comparison. Let's put it this way. Oh shit, I forgot it's magnetic. So look at that. It's right here. The capsule alone is bigger than this entire assembly. That should give you an idea of the size of it. So if you do talking head commentary, voice-driven storytelling, stuff like that, get the big dog, because that means you're not really going around anywhere. If you're doing street interviews, event coverage, hands-on creator stuff, or you got more than one person, get this guy right here. It's about the size of a postage stamp and I don't know, 10 mils maybe as far as thickness. If you do both, it's a perfect combo. So wrap it up. Like I said, I was going to keep it short. Yes, this $100 mic can absolutely compete. Actually, it's less than 100 right now. So SM7dB, your studio, that's the authority, that's the presence. The Mic Mini in the field, the convenience. You want to get out there, you want to do it moving, and just rock with it. That's my 2 cents. Tell me what y'all think. Shout out to Going Rounds. I see him gaining some followers, some subscribers. I see a couple people. I see Magic's out there. I see Happy Bastard Studio going out there. I don't forget where I come from, no matter how big or small any of us are. Also, excuse me. Damn, it's been one of them days. It's windy out here and this dust is murking my insides. But Going Rounds, I see, or I'm sorry, not Going Rounds. I see a couple other casts coming back up. Technically Trek, that's a lot of the same people that Big E, and a few other people used to work with, DJ Tommy. So let's see what's going on with that. But other than that, we are about done. Unless anybody has any questions, like I said, I was going to keep it short, keep it sweet, and keep it real. That's the whole point of this. So we will wrap this joint up.